What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Koenigsegg Simulator 2021 in the starting from a $3,000 series. We are on, I believe, this would be day 3. You know, we're still up around just under 3,000 or just under 4,000. So we're slowly making money. You know, we're slowly. This one right here. Let's see. What does this one right here need? I have it written down. This one right here needs an oil filter, air filter, and the fuel filter. The old Willys Jeep here needs just the fluid changes. And then this one right here, we got a whole list of parts, like the alternator, belt tensioner, cam gear, clutch plate, clutch release bearing, fuel filter and pump, idler roller A, ignition wires, fuel filter, you know, and the list just goes on. This one right here, we got a whole bunch of stuff to do to this one. However, let's go in here. We're gonna beep boop beep boop. There we go. Shut the alarm off. And now we're looking here at these another Mini Cooper. This one right here is a brake job, sort of. Now every one of these cars here, I've got all the parts for them, so should be pretty quickly today. All right, let's see. Possibly quickly. Let's enhance in. Nope, this side looks good. Let's work our way around here to the back. Ooh, I think we found our boo-boo rotor. Oh no. Well, the pads are good though, so let's get on it. Let's start by changing all this out. See, ultimately, what I'm intending on trying to do right now is to expand out the shop, get car lift B over there, or the second car lift over there. I want to open up the back area where we can build engines. That'd be pretty cool. And then also, too, at the same time, let's see, what's that look like? Yeah, that might need to be replaced. Yeah. We'll put the new one on. We'll see if it works. Did that cleared up for us? Just double checking. Yes, it did. Okay, so that was what the issue was. And we're not going to put a brand new one on there because that's not where this one goes. I mean, 87%. That's not too shabby. I might have to say. Beautiful. And that's another reason too why I want to get into the back there, so I can turn up my dang air compress, like turn up the pressure for my air. Holy smokes, you ever low. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, come on, let's speed this up here a little bit. So, you know, we're slowly getting progress. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. You know what I mean? All right, I think we know where the caliper and brake pad need to be changed out. So we will put on the new pad. Oh, 3%. She was toasty. That was dang near metal on. Ooh, 5%. Ouch. They ran this thing into the ground. But that's good though. I'm glad they brought it in. Finally get it serviced. You know what I mean? Hello. There we go. And now we're going to run up here to the front where it should be the rotor. That should be all that needs to be done on it, to be honest. And then this thing should be complete. Well, we also got an ABS pump too we got to change. That is a definite. We got that. We got to put it in. You know, I'm the type of shop where the customer can come here with the parts and we'll put them on there. Where, you know, at the end of the day, it saves everybody money. Everybody's happy. You know, everybody can move on with their life. You know what I mean? So that's just the way it is. We're a cheapo shop, I guess you could say. Alrighty. Oh, now this is what I was talking about right here. See that? We got the ABS module. No bueno. No bueno. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to assemble the new one. Just like so. Put that in place. Alright. Now I think we're going to do the old vehicle shuffles. So I guess it's time we bring in the Hammersdale, I guess. Yes. Now this one needed air filter, oil filter, and fuel filter. So let's put this up in the air. And we're going to drain it all out. And for simple jobs like this, I just tell the customer to wait over there in the waiting room area. Alright. Actually, I thought it was nice and clean, to be honest. Alright, let's get this. Ooh, that filter looks nasty. Nasty. There we go. We got that one on. Beautiful. Oh, don't need to be doing that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Alright, now we're going to drop this back down. Now we've got to change the fuel filter and the air filter. Let's pop the top here. Let's jump on in, head first. Pop these clip A's off. We got 4 of them. There we go. Let's also get this fuel filter out of the way too. These are pliers. Take out the hose clamps, pop her out of the way. And these will just pop off the finger. Boom. Boom. There we go. Alright, now we're going to remove... Alright, let's put the new air filter on. Beautiful. Let's put the new fuel filter on. Beautiful. Alright, now we're going to put the lid on. Now we're going to reinstall the clip A's. Perfect, perfect. Beautiful, beautiful. You know what I mean? Beautiful, beautiful. Alright. And this job is done. Alright, now we're going to swap this out there, and we're going to swap this with the Volvo that's outside. Willys Jeep, since it's out here. Alright, let's just double check here. What do we need? We're looking at the electronic version of the work order here on the tablet. Alright, we need to change the brake fluid, change the coolant, and change the windshield washer reservoir stuff. So, let's bring out our drain tool here. Alright, so we need to drain this. Ew, look, it's blue. Look, Ma, it's blue. And brake fluid. Yeah, that's supposed to be a nice yellow. And the coolant. That looks a little milky. Which is no bueno. That means you're going to have a head gasket here leaking here soon. If it's not already leaking. I mean, it should already be leaking, but I don't see no oil mixed in with it, so we're pretty good in that aspect. Alright, we're done with that. Now we're going to climb on over to this side. I'm going to top off the brake fluid here. I think he's in due for another master cylinder. That's what I'd be thinking. I don't know about y'all, but that's what it looks like to me. There we go. Alright, now we're going to walk around here to the front. And we're going to fill up the coolant. How this radiator is holding coolant's beyond me. Oop, clean that mess up. Good old American steel, I guess, is what that is. Alright, so this is done and ready to be sent back to the customer. So let's head in, and now we're going to go work on the Volvo. The Volvo! Alright, first things first, it needs an oil filter, so we got to put it up in the air. Needs the fuel pump, fuel filter. It also needs a clutch plate, clutch release bearing. So yeah, we gotta do a few things to this one. First things first, we're gonna drain the fluid out of it. Eee. Stick my finger in there. There's not much lubricity in it. Okay, so now I have to move back here a little bit. Take out the drive shaft since we got to drop transmission. Got it sprayed a little bit here. Hence in the camera angle for you. Good. You know what I'm thinking we should do? Probably remove the starter since this is junk too. Supposedly it needs a new one. So that's what we shall do. Yeah, the way on how it's fighting me right now, yeah, I could see it. Since we're right here, let's grab the oil filter, let's spin that off. Beautiful. Now let's get this transmission on. I got my jack under it. You just can't see it. It's in the top. It's in the top. It's just the camera angle ain't picking it up. Alright, so here's the release bearing. Alright, now we're going to hop on right in behind it. Remove the pressure plate. Remove the clutch plate. Remove the clutch plate. Alright, it should be in need of flywheel resurfacing, but like I said, I don't have none of those tools, none of those machines yet. They're all in the back area, and I can't get to it yet because the contractors are not letting me back there yet. They said they got something special for me. I don't know what that means. So, you know, we're gonna be sitting here waiting for a minute. Perfect. Now we're gonna put the starter in since we're right here. Good, good. Got the right one. I didn't. Customer did. Beautiful. Alright, now I'm gonna assemble the drive shaft here. Well, put it back in. Check the U-joints. Make sure they're still good, which they were. Alright. Now I think we're gonna work our way to the back. Why, you say? Look at that fuel. Look at that fuel pump. And we'll walk up a little bit closer. Pop it out. Put a new one in. Beautiful. 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 Now we're gonna drop this back down. Now we pop the hood. Ooh. This need a radiator? I wonder if it did. I don't remember if I got one. Nonetheless, we are going to be draining the radiator because we do need to change the water pump. We're definitely going to have to change this radiator. So let's get this out of the way, give us more room to work here. Right, kind of makes sense. All right, let's pop on down in here. Remove the serpentine belt A. Serpentine belt A, I4 SOHC with the idler A pulley. Gah. And here's the water pump right here. We need to get rid of that. That's junk. And then we need to change the alternator as well. All right, now we're going to remove the crank pulley I4 because we got to get in behind here to change a few things, namely a belt tension up. The old belt here, that's got to go. And the cam gear, I4 SOHC. Beautiful. All right. Now we're going to assemble all this stuff. Oh. Got the silhouette of the radiator there, I see. All right, now we're going to do the belt tension now. I got another one of them. Good, good. Now we're going to put on the timing cover. I4 SOHC, beautiful. Enhance out just a little bit so you guys can see the whole package, what we're doing. Put in the crank pulley. We're going to stick in the water pump. And now we're going to stick in the water pump, like I was saying. We stuck in the alternator, now it's the water pump. And now we're going to put in a new belt. Good. The idler A pulley. I got a couple of them, just to be on the safe side. You never know, right? You never know. Now we're sticking the serpentine belt A. And that side of the motor is done. Now we also got to change these plug wires too, which is probably easier if we went on the side over here. Right, right, yeah, Alright, now if we don't have the radiator, we're going to order that up, which we do not. So let's get a new radiator for it. And we also need to get 4 spark plugs, because I know I don't have any. I don't have any. Alright, now we'll be back when we get the parts from the delivery guy. Alrighty, delivery guy just left with our part, or left and gave us our parts. I'm going to walk into the main door, walk all the way up here. Perfect. Now we're going to remove these sprocket plugs because they look a little junky, a little rusty. Good, good. And we're going to do this. And then we're going to do this. And then we're going to take this off. Good. Now, as far as I know, well, now we got the radiator for us. We're gonna slide that into place. We'll mount it up a little bit. Gonna have to put new coolant in it. We're gonna put in these sparky plugs. We got a few of them. You know what I mean? We got a few. So let's get them all in. Good, good. Now we're gonna put the last one in. Put in the new plug wires. Ooh, look at that, nice and spiffy new. Oh, we did that, 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 that. Now we got the biggest job of all. And it is in here. Now, so, this one will be easy for the relay, for the A, because it says it needs a relay A. So we'll change that. Good. Now, it says we need a B. Now, I'm going to just take a stab in the dark here and say it's this one. No. Okay, so let's try this one. I don't know which one it is. Bear with me here, folks. And it would be this one. Good. Good, good, good. Now I believe he wants... No, we're going to check our list here again. Fuel filter. Okay, we got to change the fuel filter. And that's it for that. We want to drain the oil and change it. We already did. Well, we got to put oil in it. And then brake, coolant, and power steering fluid. Okay. Now, where's that fuel filter? Oh, it's back over there. Okay. Okay, it's over here. Alright, let's reach down in here, undo the hose clamps, take off the hoses. Boop, out it comes. Good, good, good. Now let's put the new one in. Let's attach the fuel lines to it. Let's attach the clamps. Good, good. Alright, now we need to drain. Bring our little suction tool here. We need to drain the breaker fluid. As a power steering fluid, which is way over there. Gives it a nice pinky shade. And we already drained the coolant and the oil, so now we can start refilling it. First with the brake fluid, since it's the closest one to us. Good, good, good. Alright, now we're going to work our way... Oh, we're on that side. Huh. Alright, now we're going to come to the front of the motor, because this seems where all the rest of the stuff is. We're going to put some power steering brake or transmission fluid in it. Alright, we got that. Now we're going to put some coolant in it. Keep it cool on those hot days. You know something I noticed this vehicle doesn't have? Ain't got no fan. Really need a funnel. Oh, clean that up. Reach up a little bit further here. Put some oil in it. Got a funnel for the oil, but no funnel for nothing else. I'm sensing a little bit of strange activity going on here. Oh, clean that mess up. Alright, now let's see. We need to replace... Well, not replace, but we need to put some more washer fluid in. Need to refill it. And I believe this thing's ready to go back to the customer. Let's check our little work order here. Everything looks good. Everything looks complete. Beautiful. Awesome. Alright, I'm going to head to the office here and tell the customer he can come grab his car.